Is that funny? Is it funny how cold that is? What's that?
It's amazing, beautiful weather we're getting here in December. Those clouds and the dusting of snow on the mountains. Oh, just a gorgeous day. I love where we live. There's my baker. Did you say eat, pray, crunch? Can you say eat, pray, crunch? Eat, crunch. That's right. That's Mommy's vlog. So if you hear during the vlog, if you hear this little guy trampling around in this thing, it's a little tent that we got as a hand-me-down from the family I used to nanny for, and that's what he's doing as I'm vlogging here. Where's Alex? Where's Alex? Peekaboo! So we got a little extra welcome there. It's Amanda with Eat, Pray, Crunch, and welcome to my vlog for pregnancy week 29. I'm sorry it's up a little bit late this week, and there is a good explanation for that. And that would be because earlier this week I was basically puking my guts out. Yeah. I somehow contracted the norovirus, and you know how I was talking a few vlogs back about how I was being such a germaphobe and was like trying to avoid the sickness like the plague, and I feel like I have basically been a hermit the last few weeks. We have gone shopping. You can get, I guess I could have gotten it on the surface at a grocery store. Who knows where I got it? I mean, I have seen a handful of friends. None of them I have known have gotten sick, but anyway, you know, you try so hard and then you end up getting sick anyway, so it goes. Life lesson learned, I guess. So thankfully, I was the only one that got it, and we were really hoping that Alex wouldn't get it. He hasn't gotten a stomach flu yet, knock on wood. And Bill didn't get it either, so we're hoping that we're in the clear now. But yeah, basically the first half of this week was absolutely miserable, being 7 months pregnant and having a stomach flu on top of that. It's not fun, let me tell you that. I mean, having a stomach flu isn't fun in general, and then throw all of the normal pregnancy, like third trimester pregnancy stuff on top of that. Yeah, fun times. Yeah, because like with the hip pain that I had and everything, it's like, you know, the only position when I felt like I wasn't gonna puke was like on my left side, and I felt like I couldn't move, I couldn't roll over, I just didn't like want to move. You know that feeling when you like are trying not to barf? And, but in that position, my hip was so painful. It was like back to the same level of pain it was before I put the little thermarest thing on my bed, and it was nuts because that was like the only position I was in. Yeah, so I was dealing with that pain on top of all of the fun stomach stuff. So anyway, so yeah, so sorry that this vlog is up a little late. You'll probably be getting next week's vlog actually not too shortly after this one. So anyway, just wanted to wish you guys a happy new year. Hope you guys all had a much more fun celebration than we did. I was just lying on the couch watching YouTube videos. Woohoo! Hi! Hi! And yeah, it was, I think that was the most boring New Year's that we have ever had. Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, we've had low-key New Year's before, but usually, you know, we, raise a toast and, watch the ball drop or watch the fireworks on the Space Needle or whatever. We didn't even do that. It was like the most uneventful New Year's ever because I was not feeling well. So really boring. We looked at the clock, we're like, oh, it's midnight. Happy New Year. And went to bed. So, yeah. But thankfully, today is the first day I am feeling almost completely normal again. I had a normal breakfast, a normal lunch, and everything is settling just fine. So thank the Lord above that is over with, because that was not fun. But yeah, everybody is so sick right now. I've seen a number of mommy vloggers talking about it. Half my Facebook feed is people talking about how either they're sick or like all of their kids are sick, and there's just nastiness going around everywhere right now. So, 'tis the season. I seriously am hoping that this is the last illness that I have to deal with before giving birth. Like, physically I am just like so sick of being sick, like, especially because I feel like this has been kind of a rough pregnancy. Like, I mean, had a rough first trimester with all of the nausea and the exhaustion with that, and then the bed rest, and then the hematoma, and I was sick once in between there as well, and it was, oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm done with the physical ailments. The last physical ailment that I am willing to deal with this pregnancy is giving birth. And I'm hoping that, well, that will be the grand finale. In my intro, I got just a little bit of footage when I was driving the other day. Oh my gosh, it was just such a beautiful day. We've had like 3 or 4 bright, clear, sunny days this week, and it's awesome. I mean, I'm actually filming before it's dark. How about that? You're not gonna let me film my vlog, are you? Oh my goodness, constant interruptions with little Toddler. It's clear and it's been so nice. Unfortunately, I've been sick most of those days, but anyway, the first day that it was like that, I was still feeling well, and it was actually the day, you probably remember when I mentioned my friend wanted to get together to make padsicles, and I'll link the vlog about that below. But basically just making, it's a, postpartum witch hazel in a maxi pad, which helps with recovery postpartum. And so we were gonna get together to make these, and we had planned that day to do that. And so that was the day I drove down to see her. And the whole point we got together was so that we could make these. And guess what? I get there and I look around and I'm like, where did I put my witch hazel and pads? And I look all over the car and I'm like, I can't believe that I forgot them. And so, talk about pregnancy brain. The whole point we got together was to like make padsicles, and here I forgot. And she was so totally understanding. She's 6 weeks ahead of me. She's just about due now, actually. And so, yeah, and so she was very understanding about it. She's like, yeah, I totally get the pregnancy brain thing. Like, it's for real. So, anyway, so we made hers, and that was nice. And I was going to make a video of how to make them, but now I'm going to have to make them at home and make a video about that at home. So stay tuned for that. But in terms of pregnancy symptoms this week, yeah, like I said, it was basically all overshadowed by this stomach bug that I had, and trying to stay hydrated and all that. It was fun. But before I even had the stomach bug, I've actually noticed this last week that I've had some almost like morning sickness type nausea, like totally different than stomach bug feeling, like not even anywhere near what that feels like, but it's very similar. If I get the low blood sugar, it's like, oh, I really need to eat because I'm feeling nauseated. It was a lot like the first trimester. It's very strange. And that hit me once or twice this last week. And you guys probably saw my video, I'll link this below as well, of how much baby girl has been moving. Oh my gosh. She has been a little acrobat in there. She's not consistently like that every day all the time, but she definitely has some days when she's really active like that, and then other days when she's really mellow. And then I like freak out on the days when she's mellow. I'm like, why isn't she being active like yesterday? And then the next day she's really active again. And so anyway, but it's been so cool to see. Like, I can feel limbs, elbow, foot, knee, whatever it is, just like moving, sweeping across my belly. I've been feeling a lot of that hard kicks. I think I've even felt her flip a few times. I'm pretty sure she was kind of in the breech position I was feeling hard kicks down below, so I'm pretty sure that her legs were down low, and like the little pokes up top, which I'm sure were her hands, so she might still be breech at this point, but if she is, whatever, there's still time for her to turn. So yeah, I've been feeling her move a lot, and I got it on footage, so check out the video below of her moving my belly all around. It's pretty crazy. She's been doing that a lot. And especially when I was sick, I was surprised. Like, normally, you know, she gets active like after I eat something, right? But when I was like practically starving during my sickness, she was so active. Maybe it was just, she was like hungry and was like, "Mommy, feed me, Mommy, feed me." I felt kind of bad for her. I hope she wasn't too hungry in there, because I basically was not eating much at all for 2 days. Oh, and the other thing I was just going to mention about her movement too is that she's like starting to interact now. Like, and I feel her kick. I can like poke her back and she'll like kick back now, and I'm like, oh, I love that phase when it's like I'm starting to interact with her, and it's really cool. It's a really cool feeling. So she was just like going crazy in there when I was sick, and so thankfully, you know, I talked to the midwife when I was sick. She said, "Don't worry, it doesn't hurt baby or anything." And I was actually thinking it's probably good, like I have gained, you know, I've told you my whole weight gain story all the way along. I'm thinking, yeah. And I was thinking it's probably good that I have gained the weight that I have, because like in incidences like this, I have like the stores to feed her when I'm not eating for 2 days, you know? And I actually did lose a couple pounds. I lost 2 pounds. And then today when I finally started eating again and was fully hydrated again, I gained a pound back. So basically in the last 2 weeks, end result is that I just haven't gained anything in the last 2 weeks. So I guess, you know, if I have to go through something really unpleasant like that, there's a silver lining. I went 2 weeks without gaining, so, which is fine, because, you know, a total I've gained 35 pounds now at 29 weeks. So, so there's definitely margin for me there. So I guess that's actually a good thing that I had that extra, so that baby girl had those reserves when I was basically starving for 2 days. Anyway, aside from all that, I have been having a little more insomnia. That just kind of seems to be something that's happening pretty consistently 1 or 2 days a week. It's especially when I wake up and to pee in the early morning, and then I just can't fall back asleep, and then I end up getting like 4 hours of sleep for the night. Alex is going to join me here because that just makes things a little easier. So he's playing one of his little counting games.
No.
Do you want numbers? Let's do numbers.
No.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go crazy. Okay, that may be the last time I attempt to film with Alex in the room. Oh my goodness, he just had a complete meltdown, so had to stop filming, and yeah, it takes me like an hour to film a 15-minute vlog when I have Toddler in tow. Anyway, I think from now on I'm just going to be filming them after he goes to bed at night or during his nap. I think that will be a lot easier. Good intentions in the new year, but it is what it is. I don't even remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? So yeah, the other thing when I'm sleeping is, I can't remember if I've mentioned this before, but I think it's pregnancy related, but I get this cough, and it's only when I lie down at night, and it's like when I first lie down at night and when I roll over in bed. For some reason, like, it affects my lungs somehow. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it puts me into a coughing fit for just a minute, and then it settles down and I'm fine for the night. It's very strange. I actually went to my primary care doctor and talked to her about it, and she thinks it's probably just something pregnancy related. She ruled out it being an infection or, you know, like any sort of bronchitis or any sort of like cough like that, because it's not like mucousy or anything. So anyway, so it's just a strange little symptom that I've actually had since, I don't know, it's probably been like 2 months now. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not, but there it is. And I am starting to waddle. Yeah, I feel like with like all the stuff that's going on with my hips, like the hip pain, like that round ligament crotch pain that I was talking about, and also just like my center of gravity just being different now. It's like I'm definitely waddling. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the spoof on I'm Sexy and I Know It, but it's I'm Pregnant and I Know It. I'll look it up on YouTube and link that down below too. It's so funny. Anyway, but it has the part where it's like waddle, 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 waddle. Yeah, I'm definitely in that phase now. I am a waddling pregnant lady. So yeah, that's pretty much it for pregnancy. Bill is still on vacation this week, thankfully. That actually made it so much easier when I was sick. It was a real blessing that it happened to fall on a day that he was still on vacation so that he could take care of Alex, because I was pretty much completely out of commission for 2 days. And so that was good. This next weekend we had been planning on having a baby moon. But we decided to make it a staycation baby moon, and we just thought it would actually be less stressful that way. We spent, you know, more money than we usually do over the holidays. You know, we still were pretty good about staying within budget, but still, it's more money than we usually spend, obviously, in a month. And so we're thinking, why don't we just stay at home? You know, we'll go out to a nice dinner, and Alex can go stay with Grandma and Granddad. And so that's what he's doing. We're dropping him off for the weekend, and he's going to stay there with them. And Bill and I are going to have the house to ourselves. It's going to be crazy. We actually wanted the time to just be productive too, because it's the end of Bill's vacation, and once he goes back to work, he's going to be swamped again. And we really have been wanting to get Alex's new bedroom painted and the baby's room painted. So hopefully we can at least get one of those done. Spent a couple days ago picking colors for Alex's new room because we're going to move him down the hall. Anyway, we ended up picking a nice beige color, and then we're going to have a big blue accent wall. And so yeah, I really am into the idea of painting the bedrooms different bright colors. I love bright colors. And so, but also keeping it subtle. So like having most of the room be a beige and then just having a bright blue accent wall. So, so hopefully we will get at least that room done this weekend on our baby moon. We actually wanted to like have that time where we're not constantly being interrupted by a toddler to get something big done like that. So looking forward to that. And that's pretty much it for this week. Let me show you a quick belly shot now. All right, you guys, here's the belly for week 29. I'm actually almost 30 weeks as I'm filming this. And front, and the other side. That's it for this week. I'm sorry that was a pretty chaotic vlog today. I will, from now on, I guess I've learned my lesson. I will be filming after Alex's bedtime. So anyway, thanks for bearing with me, and I will hopefully be getting next week's vlog out sooner, since I'm actually almost 30 weeks now as well. So anyway, stay tuned for that, and don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't already, and we'll see you next week. Bye.